Hi everybody, it's Imogen. Welcome back to Colouring Kid. I hope you've had a great October, and we've now come to the time where I do my completed pages, which I'm really excited for again. It's currently the 29th of October, so still a couple more days, but I'm really busy for the last 2 days, so I'm not going to be able to film it then, so I thought I'd film it now, and then any other pictures I have I can then just put them in next month. I'm also going to be showing my artwork at the end of the video because I know some of you have enjoyed seeing it and you've wanted to see it again. But for now I'm just going to jump straight into it. So the first book is Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Eri. And all of my completed pages, I actually haven't marked these first two and I don't know why, but they're all in red, so all of these other markers, they're just pages that I might like to colour, they're not ones that I have coloured. But it was this one that you might have remembered me starting on various streams. This one I really enjoyed doing the limited colour palette, and I used mainly Prismacolors and Faber-Castell Classics. And then I went over with a silver and gold glitter gel pen, and also a pink glitter jelly roll as well. So this one was really fun experimenting with the limited colour palette, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. This is my second copy of this book. I do at some point in the future want to get the first and the third again, because as I've mentioned before, I have ruined them. But it's really nice to have this second copy because I can redo some pages that I've really liked. So yeah, that's that one. Next we have Spruch's Boss by Tomislav Tomic. This is Villain San, I believe. Again, I haven't marked this one. The one I finished was the mushrooms, which you probably will have remembered me doing on streams as well. I did a base of gouache for this, which, if you don't know, is kind of a paint in between watercolour and acrylic. You can water it down loads and loads, but it's still really opaque like acrylic, so I love it. It's my favourite paint, and I mainly use Prismacolors. I think I actually did just use Prismacolors to go over this, and then I used a white Posca pen and a silver Signo gel pen as well, and I also used a Jelly Roll glaze on the butterfly. I then went in with some pastel in the background, and then used my Derwent battery eraser to rub out some circles. But yeah, this one was the least detailed picture I think in this whole book. But I can't wait to do some more gouache in here because the paper is absolutely amazing for it. It's really thick. So that one was really great fun too, and I'm glad I got those two whips done. Next is Sag Rock Sag. Now I haven't worked in this for a while actually, but I did just do this page in a night. I was really just wanting to do a Halloween page, and I thought I would just do one. I think it was when we were watching Strictly, and I thought, oh, I'll see how far I get. And I ended up finishing it, so it was a really nice, quick one to do. Again, it's kind of a limited colour palette, but I really enjoyed just experimenting with my Holbeins actually. I just use Holbeins on this. And, you know, I don't think it's the best thing I've ever done, but I don't think this book really, for me, I don't think I really need to. I think I can just have fun with it and see how things turn out. Again, I did this one in a day as well, so or you know, a couple of hours, it's not a whole day, but it was really fun just colouring with this. And then I went over with some white Posca, and I really like the mushrooms as well. But overall, I quite like that it was experimental and a nice Halloweeny one. I can safely say I have done at least one Halloween page. Most people just do Halloween for the whole month, but I don't. I do autumnal stuff as well, and then the odd Halloween page. So this one, The Illustrated Compendium of Amazing Animal Facts by Marja Safstrom. This is a beautiful book showing loads and loads of different animals and facts about them. And it's a really nice small book. It's just a comparison with Sag Rock Sagna. You can see that it's very small, and yeah, it's lovely. So I'm gonna show you the page I did in here. Okay, this one I did earlier in the month, but I thought, well, owls are quite autumnal, so I'll do this. What I do with this is just colour them normally, and then I go over with various metallic pens. So I have metallic gel pens, and then I use my metallic Crayola markers as well. I think I used Crayola for this, and then I went over with the pens, and I quite like the markings that she already had made, so I didn't tweak them that much. I just added some metallic, but I quite like the limited colour palette and then having little bits of pink and purple. And yeah, it was a really, really simple one to do, and I like the fact that I don't have to do backgrounds for all of these pages. Oh, sorry for the camera, just shook then. But yeah, it's really sweet and I really like it. And then I've also started with WIP, and I'm going to explain this bit because I did do a non-talking video on my channel a couple of days ago. So for the month of November, I'm doing my first ever colour along. It's called Polar Bears in November, and I thought I would get a bit of a head start because I know I'm probably not going to finish this before November anyway, and I definitely want to do quite a few, and I thought, well, I'll start this one. So this is obviously the polar bear page, and I'll just explain a little bit about how you can enter, well, not enter, you know, do it if you want to. The idea is, because I don't have Instagram, you could email me your pictures, you could do a video if you wanted to, but you really don't have to, but that would be amazing. You can put them on Instagram with the hashtag, but I don't have Instagram, but I can still access it. And also I'll give you the hashtag, because I know I've done it before, but some people may not have seen the video, so let me put this here for you. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, you've got it in lovely glittery. Oh, that probably hasn't helped that much. Here you can see it's Polar Bears in November with a capital P, B and N. So if you'd like to join, I would love you to. A couple of you have already mentioned in the comments of the other video that you would like to join. If you want to see the full details and stuff about that, go check out the other video. But yeah, this is the one I started. I have only used a couple of Prismacolors. I used 2 greys and a blue, and then a pink for some other areas. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out, because obviously polar bears are meant to be white. But obviously you can't really colour white things without colouring. You can't just leave, well, I guess you could just leave it white, but I wanted to colour it a bit, so I experimented with that, and I'm actually quite pleased with it. I thought for the background I'm going to go with metallic pens and stuff, but then I'm going to do little circles of pastel or something like that, see how that goes. But yeah, I'm not expecting to get this finished before November, so this will be in my November pictures as part of the colour along, so that's really exciting for me, and I think they're just so cute. Because they're my favourite animal, and it's my birthday month, and I'm so happy to just do this colour along. It's going to be so fun. So that's that one. Next we have Mein Spaziergang durch die Jahreszeiten by Ruth Berman. This is the 4 Seasons book that she has. You probably can't see that very well, I don't know why I did that. The page I completed in here was this one, which remind me of shoots and stuff, and I thought it was quite autumnal. This one was done mainly with Polychromos and Prismacolor and Faber-Castell things. I did this one really quickly, actually. I started it and then I kind of just left it for a bit, and then I just thought, I'll just finish it. And I went over with my amazing glitter gel pens, and I absolutely love them. They're amazing. I also used Silver Signo gel pen in various places, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with this one. I love the colour so much, and I do quite like the colour palette. I do think it reflects autumn as well. And a WIP that I've got, which I really want to get finished because it is Halloweeny, or at least autumnal. No, that's not the right one. Here's this one, and it was quite simple. I did the pumpkin really quickly, so probably won't be that difficult to do. It's just a case of whether I get a bit bored of just doing 8 more pumpkins. So this one just was a couple of different Prismacolor colours and some orange glitter gel pen and some silver. So yeah, that's that one, and I hope to finish this one within the next couple of days, or if not, it doesn't really matter if it goes into November because it's not fully autumnal. So not autumnal, sorry, Halloween. So yeah, I hope to get that done. I've got a couple completed in the flower year. This one really isn't my favourite. So this is the October one, and I followed a tutorial from Chris Chang, and I'm not sure what went a bit wrong, but hers, mine seem a bit orangey compared to hers. I don't know if that's just me, but this one took me such a long time to complete, and I have to say it wasn't my favourite out of all the ones I've done so far. I mean, I guess the thing is with this book, it's just so detailed anyway. I know when I go into a page it's going to take me a while. I don't mind that, but I think just I wasn't disheartened when I finished the apples, but then it did, you know, drag a bit. But I'm glad I've got it done. At first I thought they were oranges, but no, they are apples. But it's okay. I don't really like the contrast in the blue and the orange, but I tried to colour them as they're meant to look. So I'm trying to go realistic with this. So even if it's not my favourite, that's okay. I think, yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I just went over with a bit of white gel pen to give a bit of highlights in the on the apples. And then the only other one I did, which was really quick, was these acorns. And I wanted to do the small one because obviously there's a huge page on this side. Again, I think this is in the October. Yeah, it is. It's on October. So yeah, it was a fairly quick one to do. I did get it done very quickly, and I did just use Prismacolors, which, you know, I surprised myself because I don't usually just stick to one pencil. I haven't written down the colours, but I can vaguely remember what I used, and if these don't look exactly the same, that's absolutely fine. There are quite a few of these small ones that I have left. Like, some of these aren't that big, but I have done another one of them somewhere. That one I've done, so I'm kind of running out of quick pictures to do, although I haven't done any of these yet. I haven't done any of the ones where there's a couple in each page, so it'll be quite nice to just do some of those. I mean, obviously I need to do November because that's what I'm doing. I'm going all the way through, so I've got November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So I've actually only done 5 of the 12, but yeah, this one I think is going to be not boring, but I think it's just going to take a while because it is mainly berries and leaves. But I'll probably have this on and off around my birthday, just so because I want to colour fun things as well around my birthday if I have time. So I will try and do that when I can. So that's the flower year. I'm slowly getting through it, very slowly. Another book which is new is Botanical Wonderland. I surprised myself for getting 3 pages done this month. One of them is smallish, but the other 2 are the full-size pages. This book, if you don't know, it's by Rachel Reinert. It's so gorgeous, and it's got really thick paper. They're one-sided, they're perforated. Peter Hewitt's done a really good review of this, and Colouring Queen's done a really good review of Desert Wonderland. I'm not so keen on that one, just because I do like the flowers and the botanical bits, and there are a few women in that one which, I mean, I'm not against colouring or anything, I'm just more partial to these sorts of things. So I am looking at that one, but I'm going to stick to this one for now because I love it. So this one is quite a big book, but I don't mind that. So this is the first one. This is the front cover, and for these and for all of these actually I'm trying to do limited colour palettes. So this one I'm going to turn it this way so that I can actually get it all in. The colour palettes I'm mainly getting from Design Seeds, and I really like this one actually. It's mainly blue, purple, pink, and then this yellowy goldish colour. And with all of these I'm going over, after colouring them, with either glitter gel pens, silver gel pen, or white. So, well, actually I've done all 3 of them there. But I try to pick the glitter gel pens out also based on the colour palette, so that's quite nice. to match those two. The next one I did took me a while, and I think I did show it in my tag video. I think the reason this took so long was these flowers here. They did, I mean, I really like how they've turned out, but I did try to blend them and layer up and stuff. It did take a while, but I don't mind that because I do like the outcome. I'm really happy again with this colour palette. I like the fact that some of the colours I wouldn't really use, like this emerald green I would not use, but I think when it's cohesive with other colours I like it more. So this one obviously was mainly the pinks, greens, orangey yellows, and then the purples and blues, but the purple was kind of a mixture of these, but there's a little bit of purple, but yeah, I quite like this. And this is a brand new colour palette that I have just found. It's the Slate from Crayola and then the Grey Green Light from Prismacolor. It's one of my favourite combinations. I've been using it so much. And this one was the other one I did. So even though the other one took me a while, this one did not take me a while. I did most of this on one evening, and then I did all of the accents and stuff the next morning. Surprisingly, the accenting takes such a long time. It really does. It doesn't look finished without them, but once I put them on, I'm really, really happy with them. And sometimes I just can't stop because there's so many things that I can do with the gel pens and stuff. So this one, as you can see, I've got some circles in the background. I actually just drew those in, and I couldn't find my circle thing. I've decluttered my whole desk area. I have found this, but I didn't use these. So for some of them I used a protractor. Did I mean protractor? No, I didn't. I meant compass. For the bigger ones, but the smaller ones I just drew freehand because I was like, oh, it doesn't really matter. But as you can see, I have put those in, which I think just adds a bit more to the background. And I love these shapes. They're so nice. They're one of my favourite things. But yeah, let me just tilt it up. So I used quite a lot of silver gel pen and all of the mushrooms. This mushroom one was quite autumny for me, and I really, really like it. And then we've got quite a few botanicals and things as well. And yeah, my glitter gel pens, I've been using them a lot and I love them. So thank you, Auntie Lynn and Uncle Jim. I love them. I'm really enjoying playing around with them in this book especially. And the thing is, I don't worry about the glitter going on the other page because it's blank. So that's that one, and I hope to get lots more done. I will still work on it even though they're not Christmassy or autumny, because I'm not that sort of person who will just colour the season, because obviously there are quite a few books that I would love to complete and they're not necessarily all seasonal, so I do just work on them when I choose to. And the last book I have is The Ink House by Rory Dobner. I'm really hoping he's coming out with a new book. He's been doing all of this stuff about Alice in Wonderland, and I've seen some of the plates and stuff and drawings that he's been doing on Instagram, and I'm really hoping he will be coming out with another, because this came out this time last year, I think, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I would love it if it did. I completed a couple of pages in here actually this month. I was quite happy with how much I did. First page I did was The Ink House. With all of these I'm colouring them and then adding silver gel pen and white gel pen, so not using glitter with these. But again, this one did take, well, the first bits took a while. I had started with a bit of the house, and then I kind of just left it, and then I came back to it, and I'm really happy that that I did take my time with this, because I really like how it turned out, and I think it is quite a detailed page, but I don't think anything's lost. I like the muted colours, and obviously I think it's meant to be quite an old house, but yeah, I really like this one. And one of my favourite things also that I did was adding the purple trees. Not sure if you can see in the background. That was one of the things that I really liked, because I thought it came across as being a bit magical, because you don't really get purple trees, do you? But yeah, that was a fun one. This one was a work in progress that you had seen already. I think I'd just done the teacups and I hadn't done Mary Shelley here. But I have now finished her. And I have given her lots of metallic sheen in there with some dots and things as well. These were really fun to do, and they obviously echoed the teapots from this page. So I'll briefly just show you all of the stuff I've done in here now, because I've done quite a lot. So I've done the ink house, and then the teapots. This one. Oh, and let me show you this one that I've also done. So this one was a double page spread. Again, this one didn't take me too long. I started out with all the shells and the bodies, and the next day all I had was a couple of the little details, which do take quite a long time, surprisingly. I really enjoyed going over the shells with the silver gel pen, and I like how realistic the brown ones especially look. The blue was already coloured on these shells, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one. And I really love this book, and I think, well, I had a couple picked out for autumn. This one's quite autumnal, but I might just do ones that take my fancy, especially during the next couple of months. So that's everything that I've coloured. So it wasn't a huge amount, but I'm pleased with what I did get done. Again, October is just quite a busy month for me. I think it is getting tougher now finding time to colour, but obviously school and life and work comes first. But yeah, let me show you my art. So I've actually got two arty things I want to show you. We were away the other weekend and I went to an art shop, and there was this lovely sketchbook. I don't have a square sketchbook, and I wanted this for a particular reason, because I really wanted to start experimenting with, let me just get my pens to show you. Sorry for the creaky chair. I really wanted to experiment with line drawing, because I'm hoping to get How to Draw Inky Wonderlands for my birthday, and I don't have any pigment liners or anything that Joanna Basford uses, and I thought, well, before I get her book, I want to experiment drawing other flowers. So yeah, I bought 3 pens. I got 2 pigment liners in 0.1 and 0.05, and then a micron in 003, and I'm really enjoying using these. So I've got one, you probably won't be able to see, you know, one which is, I'm gonna get more. I've just started out with these because I thought that was quite a good one, good numbers to start off with. And then yeah, the well, I don't think it's 0.03, I think it's 0.15, because it says somewhere on the cap, but that's those. So I was looking on like how to draw flowers and stuff, and I came across a channel called Shader Campbell. I'm actually already subscribed to her, but I hadn't watched many of her videos, and I thought, well, I'll just give some of her tutorials a go. I then was just searching for other things as well. Some were just line drawings of various flowers, but I'll just flick through and show you what I've done. So this is really nice paper, and once I've drawn all of these, I'm hoping to colour them so that I've kind of created my own colouring book. Obviously I've got loads of pages to do, and I've only done 10 mini drawings, so I'll flick through these fairly quickly. But it's a Sweet Pea, Iris, this is probably my favourite, Forget Me Nots, Magnolia, and I did shading with the pens as well. Crocus, Spanish Bluebell, Shamrock, Dog Rose, got quite a few, Corn Cockle, Guelder Rose, I think, and that's it. So that's all I've done so far, and I'm quite pleased with how they're turning out, because it's a brand new thing for me. Usually I only draw with pencil, so it was quite out of my comfort zone using pen, because I obviously did pencil first, but I was kind of afraid of messing up and stuff, but yeah. And the final thing I want to show you is my Journeys book. So this is what I'm doing for my art GCSE, and I think you have already seen all of this. So I'm just going to skip through. This was a new spread that you haven't seen. We were experimenting. Oh my god, what were we doing? Oh my god, monoprinting, that's it. So basically it's where you have sheets of ink and paper and you put indents on. So all of this blue here is the ink, and then I've gone over with paint. And here I printed the print onto acetate. So this is plastic and this is on top. So the original drawing, all of the black is the acetate basically. And yeah, I thought it was quite interesting and I quite liked how it turned out, and it was something really new for me. And then we come onto this page, which is the only other thing I've done this month. I've been working on some other things for school. I've got a picture inspired by this artist, Anselm Kiefer. I'm just going to lift the camera up, it's probably a bad idea. There we go, Anselm Kiefer. On the go, but I haven't finished it yet. So this, his work is basically lots of mixed media stuff. So he uses plaster, he uses... he basically uses surfaces and then kind of scratches away, and it's really interesting. It's something that I've never really experimented with before. So this was dripping effect, because I'll show you on the other pages. He loves to use this, the drip, and lots of his work is inspired by the World War, because he was born in World War II, and that's kind of, he's a history painter, and I just thought it was really interesting. So we're all studying him. For the first topic, we're all doing the same studies and things, just so that we kind of get a feel for what the GCSE is like. So the background was plaster, coffee, paint, tea, stuff like that. So that's that. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll keep showing you my art, and I'll also show my colouring next month. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye everyone.